Magic. Yeah, it's the engine that they're using is their own engine. It's very, very capable. It can do wonderful weather effects. You know, the textures on it are, you know, super detailed, and it does it in a different way to a lot of other games. So I think it's got quite a unique look. You know, when you see an Unreal game, you know it's an Unreal game. You know what I mean? But looking at this game, it just looks really unique. And that's one of the reasons why we want to go back to your question. One of the reasons why we wanted to work with Mercury Steam, because we felt that the game would at least have a visual style that had never been seen before. You know, to be able to do the effects we want to do. We wanted to have rain, we wanted to have fog, we wanted to have snow, we wanted to have ice, we wanted to have fire. You know, we wanted all of these things, all these elements in the game, and we were able to see with their technology that they could pull it off in a really unique way and make it look really beautiful. So that's, you know, that's one of the reasons why I think when the game comes out, you know, you say it looks polished now, but I can tell you that you know, that build is quite old. So it's come on even more than that. My favourite Castlevania is Super Castlevania 4.
Yeah.
The reason I like that game is because, for me, you know, I'm 44 years old. You know, I grew up with Castlevania. I love Castlevania. For me, the Castlevania games were all about lone warrior battling supernatural creatures with a whip. That's what it was about. You know, there wasn't any story. You know, there was a very basic story, but it was about this guy going in a castle with a whip, killing vampires and demons. And so at the very core level, if you boil down Castlevania, you take away everything. You're left with the salt in the bottom of the dish, if you like. When you boil it down, that's what it boils down to. And that's what we did with this. We took it down to the very core element, and then we rebuilt. What do we want to see in a Castlevania? Where do we want to take this? What, you know, what vision do we have for the Castlevania universe? And that's kind of what we've done. But we've kept the core thing about Castlevania. And Super Castlevania 4 for me, you know, encompassed all of the things that I loved about Castlevania. You know, it was that had atmosphere, had wonderful graphics, had beautiful style, it had amazing music. You know, and it really pushed the limit of what the Super NES could do at the time. And when it came out, it was like, wow. You know, it had the tubular tunnel thing that you went through, and the whole castle moving around, and I just loved the whole swinging from chandelier, and I wanted to have that in this game, and you know, we have got it in this game in a big way. Yeah, many. We looked at. I kind of picked my favourite tunes.
Which one is?
I can't tell you what my favourite tune is at the moment, because if I tell you, it'll give it away. But yeah, one of my favourite tunes from Castlevania 4 is in this game, for sure. Yes, it does. Basically, what we've done with this game is, it's not just a linear game, it's not just go from A to B, although the demo is very linear because it's a tutorial and it's showing players how to play the game. The actual game itself, once you get through the initial kind of tutorial stages, allows you to explore and gives you freedom to explore, and there are multiple routes through levels, and there are many things to find in the levels, many secrets, many hidden areas, many relics, and sometimes you won't be able to get those relics because you won't have the sufficient power, you won't have sufficient items that you need to get that, and it will tell you, you know, you need to come back when you've more developed, so you can progress to the never level, but it's done so via a map. I don't know if you remember the old 8-bit classics. You had the map screen where you would have the journey plotted out for you, exactly the same. So you go from stage to stage, but you can then see, I'm only completed this stage by 80%, I've missed this relic and this relic and this relic. You can then go back to that stage, get the relics, and jump straight back to the bit where you are, if you need it for a boss, for example, and upgrade to one of your weapons. You can go back to any stage whenever you like, complete the stage to 100%, and go back and fight the boss. So there is a lot of backtracking, but it's up to the player. It's not necessary. You can play through the game from A to B to the end, get the story, finish the game, thank you very much. But for Castlevania fans, they want to collect everything, they want to backtrack, they want to explore all the areas, so we've got that in the game, it's there.
The mask is a powerful device.
Can it really bring the dead back?
You monkeys don't deserve redemption. It is my divine right to rule this earth. I am your god now, Gabriel.
You shall not stand in my way.
You dare to challenge me?